Halo guys, kembali lagi di channel BadRush dan balik lagi di game Genshin Impact ya. Setelah kita libur sehari buat ini buat menunggu update selanjutnya di story questnya untuk storynya di Lantern Right. Kali ini udah keluar lagi ya, jadi story quest part 3 nya dari Lantern Right. Oke. Jadi hari ini kita akan lanjutin lagi ceritanya. Ternyata ceritanya ada 4 guys. Lusa itu part terakhir dan part 4, dan yang pasti scene Lantern Red-nya berarti lusa ya. Berarti Imlek tuh ini gua record tanggal 9, berarti tanggal 11-an ya. Mungkin di kita tanggal 10 kalau nggak salah Imlek, gua lupa anjir Imlek tanggal berapa. Tapi intinya Lantern Red-nya ternyata dibuka di story keempat ya. Gua kira story-nya cuma sampai 3, ternyata sampai 4. Oke, jadi yuk langsung aja kita lanjutkan lagi. Sekarang kita masuk ke story quest part 3. Oh iya, dan kita udah tahu cerita dari ini ya, cerita dari Gaming. Kalau ternyata dia tuh kabur dari rumah. Ini recapnya, kabur dari rumah terus berantem sama bapaknya. Nah, Xianyun tahu, dan di sini Xianyun merencanakan sesuatu untuk menyelesaikan masalahnya si Gaming dengan bapaknya gitu. Jadi langsung aja kita lanjutkan. Kita tunggu jam 8 pagi guys, karena Lantern Red membawa semangat ya, anggapannya mungkin kayak lebarannya orang Cina ya Lantern Red tuh. Jadi tahun baru juga, tahun baru Cina, jadi semangat tahun baru untuk apa namanya guys, biar saling maaf-maafan, biar segera menyelesaikan masalahnya. Terus ya namanya keluarga guys, kan nggak enak kalau ada masalah di dalam keluarga, padahal itu tempat kita pulang kan gitu loh. Jadi langsung aja kita ikutin rencananya si Tante Xianyun. Oke. Apa sih rencananya? Udah dikasih tahu, cuman kita sebagai player masih belum tahu, tapi karakter yang kita mainkan udah tahu plannya apa. Kan curang ya. Jadi kita disuruh nunggu sampai part 3 untuk tahu apa rencana yang akan dilakukan oleh kita ini. Ada Shenhe, Xianyun, Ganyu sama kita ya. Nah, yang Yao dan yang lain nggak diajak deh, karena mereka udah pulang kan pas kita ini selesai ngejar si Moon Carver sama ngejar si Xianyun, ketemu sama Moon Carver sama si ini ya, Mountain Shaper anjir. Oke, kita ada janji apa emang sama Gaming? Kan Gaming balik duluan juga, nganterin Yao balik kan. Sama nganterin Suyu balik juga. Oke, kita ajak main.
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
Alright, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
It's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor.
Disuruh menjaga penjual teh dari Chaoying Village ke Liyue Harbor. Jangan bilang kalau ini adalah bapaknya.
Here.
Pasti bapaknya. 2 juta %. Tuh kan.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
Alright, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
Oke, pasti bapaknya. 3 juta %, guys. Pasti suruh jagain bapaknya anjir. Suruh mengeskort cenah. Atau mungkin ini salah satu bagian rencana dari Xianyun? Mungkin bisa guys. Jadi si Longso ngasih kerjaan kayak gitu, soalnya kita nggak nampak kaget. Yang nampak kaget si Gaming gitu loh. Nah, makanya atau mungkin kita di sini posisinya udah tahu gitu loh.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Bapaknya Uncle Lo.
Hello, you must be the team merchant
Iya
heading
kan,
to Liyue
Chan-chan?
Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Oh bukan, Yiptak. Siapa kirain Uncle Lubo yang ada di World Quest guys, bukan ternyata. Namanya
Dad?
Yiptak anjir. Ada emang nama orang
So
Cina
you're Gaming's
Yiptak anjir.
father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this
Yip
delivery to
takan.
him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does.
Oh mungkin di sini
Everyone
kita
at
mau
the
nunjukin
Secure
ya kalau
Transport
kambing
Agency
itu
says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs
bisa
has
melakukan
nothing
hal
but
lain
good things
kok
to say
gitu
about
loh.
him.
Oke, dia
Seems
emang
like
nggak
you've made
suka
some sort of
jadi
name for
penjual
yourself at
teh,
least.
cuman kan dia,
The goods are all in order?
dia kan profesional
Yes,
depan gitu.
they're all here.
Then let's get going.
Oke.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kind of have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
Mungkin biar di perjalanan kita lihat. Oke. Kita escort. Mana, Cuk? Nah, sampai sini dulu. Oke. Yiptak, ini nama orang Cina ada guys. Yiptak, susah amat. Yiptak. Namanya susah sekali. Yiptak. Oke. Kita
We've been walking for so long.
anjrut. Jadi ke situ.
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you?
Tuh kan.
Come on, bring them
Disuruh
out so we can
ngobrol
share
anjir.
them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
I'm fine, thank you. Jadi mungkin kita memperlihatkan kalau kambing itu ya lebih
This place
suka
looks nice
melakukan
and
hal
open.
ini daripada
Why don't you all rest here for a second?
nerusin
Huh?
usaha
What about
beliau.
you?
Oh
You're
itu
not
kan
going
ada
to join
cloud retainer.
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but
Just let him go.
Susah.
okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly
Disuruh jadi penjahat,
conspicuous.
anjir.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand.
Anjir.
Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Anjir.
What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is... Leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon,
Anjir, kita
take my dad and the
bertarung
goods away
menghadapi
from here.
Adeptus.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
Iya, Cok,
A
ini rencana
thorny
kita,
foe
anjir.
indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away! Let us away!
Kabur anjir.
Gaming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But Gaming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
Oke. Diliatin sama
All is
cloud
going to
retainernya ya.
plan.
Cloud retainer.
Okay, we should be good to stop here. Yongli?
Zhongli.
Oh no, what is he doing here?
Mainan layangan anjir.
Good sir, please listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Apa yang kamu lakukan di sini? Ganggu ay. Si orang tua ini anjir. Malah mainan layangan, bangke.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight?
Kerja di siang hari.
Oh. Ah, I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just, had some cake stuck in her throat.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millelith at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
Bandit di siang hari. Oke, sepertinya siapa si Zhongli tahu situasinya ya. Setelah kita kode-kode, anjir kenapa si orang tua itu main layangan? Tiba-tiba mana Hutao nggak ada.
Does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. One's not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
Seems like
Uncle Yip
Xiaoli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushu dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried.
Aslinya senang-senang aja,
You can
cuman
handle all that
dia
physically
mungkin
taxing
belum
work
terima
and
Gamingnya keluar
What
lepas
young
dari
person
rumah guys,
isn't
paling ya.
capable of making a living that way. My
Khawatir lah
concern is
intinya.
what happens when you get old. Every time I
Ya
get to
khawatir
thinking
kalau
like
hidupnya
that,
nanti nggak
I cannot
settle
help but
gitu
be
kan.
reinforced in the belief that I was right.
Kan karena emang
That I was right
anggapannya
not to give in.
wushu
I
dancing
often
tuh nggak
regret
menjanjikan
introducing
gitu
him to
guys.
wushu dancing as a kid.
Pendapatannya gitu loh.
If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path.
Ya kan?
No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli.
Masih
Yet
muda.
you speak with such wisdom.
Tapi kamu ngomongnya penuh
Perhaps I
bijaksana.
have misjudged your age.
Mungkin aku salah soal umurmu.
Your words are too kind.
Emang dia udah
Truth be
7.000
told,
tahun.
One of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Iptak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child.
Ya, namanya orang tua
But
pasti khawatir.
think of it
gitu.
this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar.
Di
As my friend once said,
di anomali.
if your children
Di
are
apa
aiming
namanya?
for the stars,
Dianalogikan
clipping their wings will
ini
only
lagi ya.
cause them to come crashing down.
Apa namanya?
You need to let out the
Layangan
light
lagi ya.
for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
Ya,
You
megang
need
anak
not
jangan kayak
reproach your
megang
heart for
layangan
caring.
gitu.
You simply need to
Suatu saat
loosen
dia
your hold
pasti
a little.
emang harus pergi kan gitu loh.
Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things? Like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery. You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
Oke. Berhasil kabur sih. Moon Carver sama Mountain
Gaming is
Surfer.
back. Hey, Gaming, we're over here.
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Iya dia sih tahu.
Oh, okay.
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
Kenapa ngaku?
That's how we're starting off?
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills.
Oh.
I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of
Katanya
experience.
banditnya terlalu jago.
I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my
Anjir.
time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Ya.
I appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
Terus kamu nggak mau ngobrol sama dia?
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad.
Tuh.
Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You
Terus
won't know
apa
unless
kalau
you
nggak
try.
ngobrol apa
Just
anjir?
like how you won't know if something is
Emang cuma
delicious
bisa
unless you
diselesaikan
taste it.
dengan
Listen
ngobrol
to us.
anjir.
It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Ahem. Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Oke, biarkan mereka ngobrol lah ya.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
Teman muncul. Oh,
Oh,
sial.
you're here too?
I've been here the whole time. A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects. It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work.
Jangan-jangan pengen ikut lomba.
Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right.
Nerbangin
I have
bareng-bareng.
made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the
Suruh
activity.
cari teman.
You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although,
Xiao
watching a
ikut
kite
juga,
gradually
masa?
ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like Xiao lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Oke. Pas
It's getting
Lantern
late.
udah kelar.
I should go inform Director Hu of
Ntar
our
itu
findings.
masuk quest apa enggak, guys?
How's she been, by the way?
Kita
Be
lihat
sure to say
besok,
hi to
ya.
her for us.
The last time I spoke to her,
Kalau gue
she
ingat juga
mentioned
ya.
that she would be visiting
Terlupa.
Xiaoying Village in
Kalau
a
nggak
few
masuk
days.
apa namanya? Kalau nggak
If you have the
masuk
time,
quest terlupa.
Perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Xiangli. See you later.
See you next time.
Oke. Terus ini gimana? Kambing udah kelar kah?
Coming.
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh, I can't say I support that decision. But... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
No need. I'm not tired.
Oke.
They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love.
Anjir,
So I'll
berdemonstrasi.
have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are
Jadi ibu
Auntie
dan
Xianyun
anak,
and
anjir.
Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already. Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble. But I
Bemabuk.
deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Eh?
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities. What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other, it would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
Temenan sama gue.
Child. Her one friend can't even talk.
Satu temennya nggak bisa ngobrol.
Maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all.
Kayaknya kami nggak seburuk itu.
I've been too hard on him.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans
Satu-satunya
for
temannya nggak bisa
today,
ngomong.
Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, best not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Gaming, I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Just think about it. Okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But I thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now.
Tapi Ganyu nggak diajak kan?
Silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
Oke, kita lanjutkan perjalanan. Anjir, ini dua orang malah pengen acting malah nggak jadi acting anjir.
Master, did I say something wrong earlier? I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted, I started to wonder.
Not at all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented
Ya, Shenhe tetap jadi
themselves along the way,
Shenhe.
but the outcome proved favorable. The plan was a success.
Then I helped?
Naturally. Your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe. You need not change who you are.
Oke. Kita lanjut ke Liyue ya. Anjir. Ya ampun, kasihan. Satu-satunya temennya nggak bisa ngomong. Si Kuoba nggak bisa ngomong. Anjir. Ada Charlotte. What is she doing here?
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll
Tapi
need
emang
some
iya sih,
time
banyak
to
yang
adequately
ini
prepare.
teh kan di
Perhaps
Fontaine.
we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course. Please follow me.
Oh, ini juga masuk rencananya Charlotte tuh.
Is this person also
Charlotte masuk
involved in
rencana
your
kita
plan?
juga. Oh iya kan. What do you
And
think?
here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Uh-huh. What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
Oke, ngapain nih kita? Deng 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 dong dong.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanka appear foolish in front of my family.
Terlihat bodoh di depan keluarga aku.
I still have a lot to learn.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say.
Anjir, minta tolong sama Ningguang
so that
juga. Anjir.
Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty.
Oh.
Fontanians will probably fall in love
Tuh
with
kan, yang nyuruh bapaknya ke sini itu juga rencana kita,
and
anjir.
once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Business-related matters
Tapi udah
always
nggak
seem to go over
masalah,
my
duit
head,
nggak
but
masalah, bro.
I refuse to let you all lose Mora on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment. Are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay. So, it's like this.
Oke, rencana apa lagi nih? Kita jalankan 2 hari lagi nih. Kampret.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen.
Oke, hari ini kayaknya. Nggak nunggu 2 hari lagi.
We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
Oke, kita beli alat dulu. Alat buat ini, buat memudahkan kita mengudarakan layangan, guys. Mengudarakan layangan, menerbangkan layangan.
Hello again.
Welcome back. I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Yes. Here you go. Please,
Dikasih
take
gratis
it
pula.
free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right then, thank you.
Oke.
It's done. Let's get down to business.
Lombanya sekarang. Kirain part terakhir, guys. Jadi part terakhir itu literally cuma buat ini ya. Kok udah mulai? What? Kok sudah mulai? Lantern Ride-nya. Scene-nya sekarang kah? Oke, kita lihat. Oh iya, sekarang, Cuk. Anjir. Happy Lantern Ride-nya, kawan-kawan. Mungkin sudah kelewat, tapi nggak apa-apa, guys. Masih tetap vibe Lantern Ride lah ya. Oh iya, sekarang ya. Oke, silahkan nonton dulu.
Come here, a allow me.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever!
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen?
What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's that? Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Wait, the wind.
Oh my gosh!
Mommy, I want a big kite like that too!
Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
Coming's performance
What?
was so cool.
Udah
I
gitu
almost
doang
wanted to
guys.
join in. You
Lagu
saw that, right, Traveler?
biasanya nggak dimasukkan
find
yang
him.
deng
He's over
deng
there.
itu nggak dimasukin guys.
Glad.
Tapi ya jadi warna baru sih. Biasanya kan lagu yang itu terus di remake ulang aja kan, di aransemen ulang kan. Yang nemenin bapaknya Gaming Suyu anjir.
I think I'll head
Yeah,
off
kan?
now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Berfokusnya bener-bener sama Gaming ya ini tadi. Story apa? Ya selain story sama ini ya. Apa namanya? Sama
I suppose I'll go
scene-nya
first
guys.
this time.
Okay.
Gaming sekali scene-nya.
Your performance. I've seen many wuxia dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter.
Akhirnya cerita gitu.
What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind.
Akhirnya
And much like this
bapaknya
kite,
berubah pikiran
you
ya.
also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Nah, dipeluk gitu dong.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
Oke, rencana kita berhasil ya. Lantern Ride juga sudah kita lewati, jadi happy Lantern Ride guys. Selamat Hari Raya Imlek bagi yang merayakan. Tapi meskipun wabotnya udah lewat ya, tapi masih vibe Imlek guys. Gak apa-apa guys.
Smile you got there, Gaming.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Shenyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
Oke, 2 hari lagi. Jadi cuma ini ya, tinggal penutupan story-nya ya. Story-nya udah kelar, sudah apa namanya, masalah sudah diselesaikan, dan terlihat juga udah lewat. So hari ini kita cukupkan dulu aja guys. Besok akan lanjutkan lagi. Thank you buat yang udah nonton dan subscribe, yang udah share dan komen juga.
I'm
Ini
not
apa
sure
ini?
I'll be able to sleep tonight. Oh, that? Yeah, interesting story. It was invented by a guy from Fontaine. His name is Ildison.
Ini yang
He's always
bikin,
tinkering away at some mechanism or another.
yang bikin
He's
alat
even asked the
biar
Steambird to write about his inventions on more than one
apa
occasion.
namanya,
I believe I have a direct quote from him about this particular one. Yes, here it is.
biar
The device
layangannya
is powered
stabil
entirely
sama
by
mudah
mechanical components without the need
mudah
for any
terbang.
additional energy source. Basically, it's a manually operated cranking device. How high it can fly entirely depends on how much force you can exert. Combining this invention with a kite. What a great idea, right? Oh,
interview
my
apa?
conversation with Mr. Ip went really well. I've already sent the first draft of my article back to the Steambird. It's a piece that contains all the pertinent information while also telling a story. I'm quite proud of it. Oh, that reminds me. I should thank everyone who made this possible for me. Especially that spirited lady with those peculiar turns of phrase. Miss Shenyun was her name, right? It was all thanks to your connections and creativity. I would have never thought I'd be able to bring such a special gift back to Fontaine with me. This was my first time experiencing a foreign holiday in person. It was so
Iya, Ningguang
exciting.
kok nggak kelihatan ya,
The festive
Ningguang.
atmosphere, the contagious
Siapa
holiday
bayi
spirit,
itu?
the profound,
Terus ini
storied
baju
cultural
barunya
traditions
Shinju kok
steeped
nggak
in
diliatin?
symbolism.
Aneh ya
I
guys.
almost forgot. Kuching
Kan
even
dia
gave me
dapat
a
baju
kite
baru,
with a
at least dia
poem on it
muncul
that she wrote
diliatin itu.
herself. It goes,
Xiangling juga nggak diliatin,
dreams are like
Cici
paper
kelihatan
kites.
nanti.
With them do our
Daisu
hopes
juga
take flight.
kelihatan.
Sailing high above the
Butao
clouds,
sama
they
Anu
yearn for
masih tetap
something more
kelihatan.
profound.
Butao Songli.
Yet try we may and try we might. A deeper truth waits in plain sight. Though we hang our hopes in skies abound, many joys lie on the ground. I want to include this poem in my special feature on Lantern Rite. I'm sure a lot of people will love it.
Kok banyak banget
Oh,
guys
that?
perkataannya.
Yeah, interesting story.
Nah, ini kan
It was
udah ya.
invented by a guy from Fontaine. He's always tinkering away at some mechanism,
kita
or
skip.
I believe I have a direct. The device is powered. Basically, it's combining this invention with a kite.
Oke lah.
Yep, and happy lantern right to you.
Oke, happy lantern right. Ini kita bisa beli apa guys? Kita coba ya. Oh, kita bisa beli layangan. Kita beli semuanya lah ya. Kita beli semuanya guys. 20.000 doang kita beli semua. Kita 40 juta aja. Andai uang ini bisa kita uangkan ya guys ya, lumayan 40 juta aja. Oke, jadi ceritanya udah kelar ya. Jadi mungkin kemungkinan besar part 4 itu ya itu tadi si kambing berterima kasih terus buat nutup nutup eventnya ya. Oke, so hari ini kita cukup sampai dulu aja. Besok akan lanjutkan lagi, 2 hari lagi kita ketemu untuk menyelesaikan ini ya, menyelesaikan storynya. Habis itu baru besoknya kita akan nyobain mini gamesnya. Oke, mini gamesnya cuma ada 3 guys, tapi mungkin ntar ada banyak ya isinya, soalnya tumben cuma ada 3 ini, cuma ada 3 mini games, tapi mungkin ntar ya itu tadi, mungkin ntar pasenya banyak ya. Jadi kita lihat aja besok. Terus sudah gua ambilin semua, test run juga sudah. Jadi oke, kita ketemu 2 hari lagi di Genshin Impact. Jadi mungkin besok gua antara game lain dulu atau mungkin malah story quest ya. Kita lihat aja besok guys, gua moodnya lagi pengen apa. Oke, so thank you sekali lagi, happy lantern ride sekali lagi juga, and have a good day guys. Bye bye.